Hi everyone, today we're going to learn how to draw this drawing. So from this drawing, you will have an idea about a movie which named Up. So in the movie, there's a house flying in the sky with a bunch of balloons. So really colorful and so funny. Today we're going to learn how to draw this drawing. First, we need some paint. You can use acrylic paint, gouache, any type of paint. They're all fine. And then we need brush and we need a piece of paper. So we put the paper vertical way, use a brush, dip some dark blue and do horizontal way, like from left to right, from right to left, again. Also, you can mix with some different type of blue, mix them together, so make it more not so simple. So during this step, you will see so many white space, but don't worry because we're going to mix with light blue later. So after we repeat, finally we will have this drawing. So they all mix with dark blue with light blue, or you can use 3 or 4 type of blue, mix them together. But remember, from the base to the top, they will be from dark to light. So in the bottom part, I use more dark blue, and for the top part, I use more light blue, mix them together. So after we use paint, it will still wet. So you can use a hair dryer below it dry, or you can put on the side, let it dry first, because now we grab another piece of paper. This piece of paper should be small, not big enough. We're going to draw the house on it. So the portion of the house we're going to decide, like depends on what the size of the background paper, how big you use. So first, I use pencil draw the base of the house because the house fly in the sky, so we will see the base of the house. So I use a diagonals, make it more 3D. And then I use some lines to build the walls, the roofs, and any surface, make it more 3D. And then I add some lines with on the roof, and also I add some windows, the doors, make it more detailed. And then next, we need a Sharpie. I use a black Sharpie to trace the pencil line. When you trace a pencil line, be careful. So try to just trace on top of the pencil line, make it nicer and clean. So after that, if you think there's so many pencil line you don't want it, you can use eraser, erase it. And then we start do the coloring. So I choose yellow, orange, and brown, 3 general color. So the brown, I use it as the bottom part. So that area, I just use brown color it. And also, I add a little bit red. So I use orange with red to the side of the house, both the side wall, the side roof. So that is a middle layer. And leave the yellow for the front part. So now I have 3 surface. The front surface, we use yellow, it will be brightest. And the brown color we use as base for the darkest base. And also the side part, I use orange red for the second layer, for the middle shade. And I add some other color, finish coloring the details. And then we need a scissor. So we use scissor, cut it the house. So when you use the scissor, be careful and try to cut it nicely. Because I consider we're using the blue background, so when I cut the house, I leave a white edge around it. Because when we glue on it, it will pop up on the background. It looks nicer. And then we do the balloons. So I choose some bright color, make it colorful, like pink, orange, yellow, red, green, and also I add some white. So the way we're doing the balloons, we're using the fingers. So we use finger, dip some color, and press on the paper. But don't do the straight way, we do diagonal way because it's fly in the sky. So I press, lift up, press, and then repeat. we do the one color first, leave some space between them, and then I add another color. Now I mix green with orange together. So I just press, press, press. Make sure each balloon has fully paint on it, so you can fix later. And then I use bunch of color, finish the whole area, make it full of the balloons. And then I use white because white can bright this part, so I add some white dots. So and later I grab a piece of paper, so the paper should be thin, so I can fold it in a bowl. So I use that, dip some white paint, and do some patterns in the lower corner on the right. We do some texture like the sea, so some water. And then I add more white for the corner. This part make it more white, and also the top part I take less paint, make it lighter. So when it dry already, I use glue stick, stick the house on the paper. But remember, don't do this way. We put diagonal ways. So in the same way of the balloons. So when I use a palm, press it, make it stick well. And finally, we use a Sharpie, draw some lines. So they all start from one point. So I just go some straight lines to the balloons. I know there's so many balloons we cannot reach, so just reach the bottom part. Generally, it's fine. And if you want to make it nicer, you can add more small pieces of lines to connect them, so it will look more realistic. And when it dry, let it dry, you can write their name and our drawing finish. So if you like it, you can have a try. And I hope you like this lesson, and thank you.